Good morning, Facebook friends. Listen, it's still dark outside, but I'm going to pick some sausage gravy, and I thought maybe you might want to watch too, because some of you had said you'd had a little bit of trouble making gravy. So we're going to make some sausage gravy this morning. What I've done is this. Well, I've already scrambled my eggs, or got them ready to scramble, but I hadn't done that yet. But anyway, what I did is I took some Hilltop patty sausage, and it just comes in a big clump like this, like hamburger meat would come in, and I've got it over here in my skillet, and I crumble it up, and I am frying it in this skillet. Now this grease that's in it came out of the sausage. So what you want to do is get your sausage good and done and brown. And y'all, this is how you make any kind of gravy. You start with grease in your skillet. You can make some gravy with other things like butter or whatever, but the best way to make it is with a roux, which is some kind of oil or whatever in your skillet. So I've got my sausage right here, crumbling it up. I'm doing it with a spatula so I can have it in little bitty pieces. Now this will go over a biscuit this morning. I've got on 2 aprons. This is the one I'm going to wear to the coddle house today, and this is the one I wore yesterday, and I put it on to keep this apron clean. So I'm all covered up. Oh, by the way, my hot pocket was good yesterday that I had for supper. And thank you, people. Some of you said, oh, Miss Brenda, you look tired or whatever today. Is anything wrong? No, nothing's wrong. It's just when you get my age, you have no color at all. You have to add it. So I've added my lipstick this morning and a little bit of rouge, as they used to call it. Nowadays they call it blush. All right, so what I've done is I've got my sausage ready. Now I'm going to get me some flour to put in it. I'm going to put a little bit of white lily self-rising. I could put plain, but I'm not putting that today. I'm putting my self-rising in there. So that's what I'm fixing to do. I'm going to get some in this spoon. Let me get it right here, and I'll be right back with you. We're going to make us some gravy, and I'll show you how to do that. You're going to sprinkle your flour around in your gravy, and you've got to put enough flour so that the flour outweighs the other. I'm going to put just a little bit more. So I would say I'd probably put maybe 4 or 5 tablespoons in there. You don't want too much, but when you stir it, you can see that it's kind of blending in right there. Okay, I'm going to turn it on high now, since I've got my flour in there. Seems like I still need just a tad bit more, okay? Let me get it. I think that'll be plenty. Okay, what you want to do, you've got to stand here now and stir it. You've got to do that. Because it will stick and it'll burn. So you stand here and stir it for a while. And what we can put in it this morning, you can put water in it, or you can put milk in it, or you can put milk and water. So I am mixing mine. I'm putting milk and water in mine this morning, okay? See how it's wanting to stick a little bit on the bottom? So you just keep doing like this. Y'all can hear my microwave over there dinging, telling me it's ready. I've got some things in that too this morning. Okay, it's doing good. I'm going to go ahead and get out my salt and pepper because I'm going to taste it. I know it's going to need a little of both. I've already fixed my smoked link sausage. Look at these, how pretty they look this morning. Don't they look pretty? They're going to be good. I'm going to put them back over here. I'm keeping them warm. And I'm going to make, I guess, some sausage gravy. All right, that looks pretty brown. See how brown it looks? You can kind of tell. So what you want to do is cook it till it's brown, as you want it. All right, now I'm going to put my water in there. And watch how it'll steam up when you put your water in it. Okay, now what's happening? See the flour thickening up in there? That made your gravy. It's just as simple as it can be. Now, if you were frying chicken and you want to do chicken gravy, well, it's the same thing. Put milk in there now. You don't have to put milk, but I do, or I did. But anyway, if you were making chicken gravy, you would fry your chicken, take that grease that you fried your chicken in, and go ahead and do it like that. See here? Look. And what a big old pan of gravy that is. When it all comes down to the end of the row here, you don't have as much grease in there as you think you do because you're going to be putting water and milk and all that. So if you eat it over a couple of biscuits, you're really not getting that much grease. Let me get a little more water. I don't want too much milk. I want kind of a milky, watery taste. I don't want it to be all milk. I'm afraid it'll cover up the taste of my sausage. All right, now you do it around like that. And you're going to cook this a while because that flour in there needs to cook, okay? Now I'm going to add a little pepper. Like that. That makes it extra good. See, I'm testing that bottom. Somebody asked me the other day, they said, Miss Brenda, why do you always stir with your spatula and not a spoon? Well, you know how a spoon like this, let's say for instance, is pointed on the top. Well, when you try to make certain things, only that point hits the bottom of your pan. I don't want my stuff sticking, so therefore I use a spatula most of the time to stir. My spoon is strictly for tasting or soups or something like that, okay? All right, now I'm going to taste it because I have not added any salt. We want to see how this tastes. It's delicious, but it needs salt. So salt I shall add. Okay, there's your gravy. I'm going to turn it on low and just let it stay good and hot. And that'll be it. So you can make any kind of gravy you want to out of any kind of meat you want to. You can make it out of bacon grease, sausage grease, something you fry chicken or pork chops in. You just get the grease and mix the flour, salt and pepper, and water or milk, and you're done. So it's really easy. Make you some gravy. Bye-bye.